Welcome to Wines du Jour. We're here in Las Vegas, Nevada at McMullan's Irish Pub, right next door to the Orleans Casino. And Brian McMullan, who is the owner, has been all around the world with his food and beers. He loves beer. In fact, he calls his place the place with the perfect pint. And that's where you can get it, right here. Well, the good part is, being Irish and having an Irish pub, the Irish cuisine here is outstanding. Now, a lot of people think the only thing the Irish cook with are potatoes, but you're going to find out tonight that's not true. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back after these messages with some good information inside at McMullan's Irish Pub here on Wines du Jour.
With your host, Chef Les Kincaid.
Thanks for joining Wines du Jour. This is our weekly broadcast. We're here at McMullan's Irish Pub in Las Vegas, Nevada, where you should be. And I want to thank you for all your inquiring emails sent to you, or sent to me, I should say, from your own home country, from literally all around the world. From the East Coast, from the left coast, from Rosarita Beach in Baja, California, from France, just about everywhere. So welcome. Tonight you're going to hear some great information about wonderful beers from all around the country, mostly Europe. And I have to tell you, you're going to love the information and the taste for those of us here in this beautiful McMullan's Irish Pub. You're listening to the #1 wine radio show, Wines du Jour, which you're listening to, as I mentioned, and I want to thank you for listening and let you know that we're also now on television in addition to radio. Each week we remember that wine is food. A meal is a meal, but with a glass of wines, it's a celebration. From casual gatherings to formal affairs, wine celebrates any event. So tonight we're going to pair quality craft beers along with some outstanding Irish cuisine here at McMullan's Irish Pub here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Brian McMullan is the owner, and unfortunately he's out of town. Fortunately for him, but unfortunately for us, he's a great guy. We've been here several times in the past. And we're looking forward to coming here probably the week before St. Paddy's Day in March. And we can get some information from him. Born in Ireland, family's raised there, had businesses there. He's got a lot of good information about Irish cuisine and so on. And that's what makes this particular pub, if you will, in the United States, #1. It has the best food, and he calls it the perfect pint. That's his little slogan that he does. So sit back and relax and enjoy the next 60 minutes while we discover McMullan's Irish Pub. We have tonight as my guest, instead of Brian McMullan, we have a man that really knows a lot about beer and food and Ireland as well. His name is Dallas Perry, and he's the head barman here at McMullan's Irish Pub, and he'll be with us in a little while to talk a little bit about the beers that we're going to serve, which I'll tell you about in a little while. You know, everybody loves a glass or two of wine or beer, and I promise here on Wines du Jour, the information we offer is going to be in normal terms because we do not allow snobbery or intimidation in the room during the show. Now, Wines du Jour is distributed in all 50 states around the world via TV cable. We're on satellite audio. We're on Global American Broadcasting Network, V-Asian TV, and on 6 internet systems all around the globe. And we're available on podcast, free on iTunes and Stryker Radio, all live. Wines du Jour. So don't touch that radio dial or that TV remote. We'll be back with fun, information, and great taste right here at McMullan's Irish Pub in Las Vegas, which is open 24/7. Now, before we go, I would like to give you a little bit of information that I think is important for people to know, and I have to tell you, you're going to say, I didn't know that, a couple times when I go through this, and that is how to pair wine with beer. Yeah, hadn't thought about it, had you? You know, you get the steak on the barbie, you open a cold beer and put the two together, and I have to tell you, they probably don't match. And why? You didn't think about it, or maybe you didn't know about it. So let me give you a little bit of information that I dug up, okay? You know, nothing beats a beer with food. Now, you're going to say, wait, this is wines du jour. Well, it is wines du jour, but I'm going to give you some information here. There's a simple fact. Actually, there's three simple facts, but one is beer has bitterness in it. Now, you're going to say, yeah, that's true, it does, but what's that have to do with food? Well, hang on. It cuts through the fat in the food that you're eating. The bitterness of the beer cuts through the fat. It's not the same with wine. You don't always have that in wine, of course, and the carbonation in the beer, even in real ales, and the carbonation in beer refreshes the palate every time you take a sip. Think about that. The carbonation actually helps cleanse your palate. Now, sometimes beer cuts through the hottest chilies as well. Well, hottest chilies, what does that mean? Well, we're talking about jalapenos or serranos or even habaneros. If you happen to take a bite of one by mistake and you've got a beer around, take a swig of beer or some crackers.
Upgrade to DirecTV today and get the best offer ever. Get over 150 of your favorite channels. And this season of NFL Sunday Ticket is included at no extra charge. You'll get 3 free months of HBO, Star, Showtime, and Cinemax. 4 free equipment upgrades to an HD DVR and up to 3 HD receivers. And HD is included. Plus, lock in not 1, but 2 years of savings. This offer won't last long. Upgrade today and get the best offer ever with DirecTV.